Now, the other thing that's really bizarre, as I said at the start, Bitcoin has these kind of patterns that just show up cycle after cycle. Well, if we look at it in terms of the percent supply and profit, I mentioned above here that if we look at this particular volume here, this is 75% of all the supplies below 30K. 25% was acquired above 30K. So we're currently sitting at 75% in profit, 25% in loss. Now, if you can see my cursor here, you'll notice that bear markets are below that level and bull markets are above that level. Bear markets below, bulls. Strangely enough, if you run the statistics on all trading days, this 75 to 25 profit to loss balance is literally 50% of all trading history. So half of all Bitcoin days have seen more coins in profit and half have seen less coins in profit. We are literally at the middle. We're at equilibrium. We're kind of at the midpoint. There's not much gravity in either direction, which is why it's taking the market time to digest and actually move through this point in time. This is something we actually see in every previous cycle. 2016, we reconsolidated for almost 12 months, just trading sideways, grinding sideways. 2019, the whole 2019 period was us kind of digesting all of the chaos of the 2017 bull run and then the 2018 bear market. And then obviously the March 2020 sell-off as well. So that whole period was what we typically call, many Bitcoin analysts call it the re-accumulation period. And it's kind of this phase of the market where it, on a macro scale, it's chopped sideways. It's kind of not gone anywhere. It typically straddles the halving. The halving shows up about halfway through or 3/4 of the way through this period. But in many ways, it's kind of the market digesting around this cycle floor. 2019, around the cycle floor. And back here in 2016, we spent about a year retesting and trading sideways through the cycle floor. So it's kind of this interesting, almost like a balance point, an equilibrium level. If we look at it from a supply in profit and loss perspective, now supply in profit and loss is really, really powerful stuff. It gives you a lot of insight. This is one use case. So we saw our recent correction down to 25K. And then as we rallied back to the top of the range, here's a really important note. Note that we're pretty much 31K is the same as where we were a couple of months back, right? So we're kind of at the range high, but note that the amount of supply and profit has gone higher. This is because people who have coins from above that were in loss sold down lower. And this rally upwards put 2.5 million Bitcoin back into profit, which obviously means 2.5 million are no longer in loss. So this is showing you the amount of accumulation. 2.5 million BTC were acquired in that price range. It's giving you a bit of a sense of scale of where these coins are, right? You can look at it from the URPD perspective. We can look at it from a percent supply or a total supply and profit. These kind of big moves in these metrics shows us how much supply we go 1 cent above their level, those coins are now in profit. It's giving you that idea of where the supply is being accumulated and to what magnitude.